we're just gonna review him. I don't know if this is one of the guys that wanted me to review it as a team. So this is Zeinder, and I'm pretty sure like open division. I don't know what that means. I don't know if these are 6 people that just got thrown together, or if these are 6 of his friends.
Man, I guess I can't shoot right now. That's cool. Can't aim. Need to go.
Let's get to the actual game.
Even with the power boost, I don't think we should.
Here we go. So it looks like he's playing Zen.
Right side. Let's go, boys. Here we go. We got this, boys.
Hornet and myself are kind of far back.
Go right side.
So we're gonna say watch out for the Widow.
What are we looking like? Moira?
Yeah, we got Moira over there.
Moira? Or Genji down low. Okay. So. Genji. Genji, no dash. Where's your Zed? Oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
You lost him.
It wasn't bad. They got a pick right away. So it was a 5v6.
Snag that real quick. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I'm getting sniped. Watch it.
I don't know where Widow is.
Somewhere on there.
She's pillar side.
Okay. Juggling orbs pretty well.
It's like on point. So she's on the right
There you go.
On the right side.
I'd say you're not using Discord a lot, but I think that's just because how things work. Good shots in the Widow.
Trying to knock me off.
I think you're doing pretty good here. That Diva.
I didn't see a reason to trance there. We were technically.
Yeah, I'll agree with not using trance there. If anything, you wanted to use trance when you were after you picked the Widow.
I'm diving Widow. Monkey.
We really want to be taking point on
I had a no fucking no right here.
Destroy that monkey shield.
Even. Monkey.
Okay. Okay. May have been a smidge too late. Yeah, I would say use your regular shots more often. I know everyone uses the charge shots to get like long range kills.
Wow. Okay.
Like, we are astronomically bad at the control for some reason.
Factual statement.
I'm unsure why you stopped moving there. So again, much like a sport, you don't stop playing until you hear the ref's whistle. So keep playing until you actually lost.
Let's get it in our head. Let's get more focused. Oh no, it's fine.
The trend was obviously too late. Yeah, but you only know that in hindsight.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I mean, overall, you just... I don't know if you're not outputting enough damage. Your heal is kind of going alright. Discords were okay. But you just need to lay out more damage. Don't be afraid to shoot the Winston bubble. Actually, as a Grandmaster player, I'll just say not enough people shoot shields. Just shoot shields. They die faster than you think, and if there's one person shooting at them, you essentially make one person on your team useless. If 3 people shoot at it, it goes away, and then you can start doing stuff again.
Mercy. Chakra 1. Huge.
So you probably want to get the Pharah's So here's my problem. You're doing charge shots a lot, and I know that's what a lot of Zens say to do, but you're charging so much, you haven't used Discord. This is the first time you use Discord here.
Okay, you didn't pull him in, so either way, he's good.
You can just shoot. Right there.
Coming from behind for move. That's your crap.
Yeah.
Lucio dead.
We need to kill that, nice kill. Nice, really nice hook over there, so.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Mercy, mercy,
Pulling
mercy.
Mercy for,
Okay, here you go. Now you're using it. Discord the Pharah.
there we go.
And you almost want to specifically Discord the Pharah, like, hunt her down. Because you have a Pharah Mercy, Zen plus Mercy plus 120 damage will go over the 200 damage threshold. So it allows your Pharah to one-shot their Pharah.
Break that shield, break that shield, break that shield. The shield for
Oh, fuck.
That Lucio keeps that over and over.
Huge. Pharah from behind, that's all.
pulling her.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's one.
Get that Lucio. You just got booped by that Lucio. You didn't even turn around.
Watch it, watch it. Don't crash, just...
Oh,
Lucio
man.
behind.
Oh no. Don't focus on him. Keep stalling. Focus on edge.
So, yeah, just watch out for the Lucio boop.
Taking damage.
Lucios do this every time in this map, and
Oh no.
there's not much I can say about it. They keep on getting away with this.
Fuck!
Well,
Okay, just...
they were going to get the point anyway. That was not a big deal.
The third time.
They were going to get the point anyways. That ult actually, I don't want to say it was wasted, but it wasn't a big deal.
Ooh, that direction. Superchargers up.
Guess what you wanted was to be like Jonak?
We have...
The problem is,
Alright, you playing this?
and this happens with pretty much anyone under Grandmaster, people try to do techniques or strategies that's out of their skill range, so it doesn't work.
They're distracted by me?
Alright, get on. There's a trap. Nice meme. I'm shooting above their thing.
Okay.
Lucio one. No. Where's one? Arissa one. Got Arissa? Nice. I got Chuck, I got Chuck, I got Chuck.
Okay.
Pharah's on my supercharger. I actually wanna like can't hit her
No!
Yeah, that'll happen.
See, that was
I mean, you're doing things decently.
rocket barrage.
You're staying in the same position, and I get that's the safe spot. You're not looking too... Like, I think you can go off on a flank a smidge more, and I don't mean like you actually go down the flank, but you're sitting in the same exact spot, like within 2 meters of it.
Yeah, they have
You need to walk around a little bit more
pulling a hog.
while still being safe. It's right now. Like I think the team's being a little bit too predictable.
Nice.
So you know Lucio's there. See, like you can be over here.
Nice. Arissa point. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice. Hog, hog, hog.
There you go. Get that fucker.
Oh,
You
what?
like
2
that?
kills, 1 right click. What the fuck?
Yeah, because I pulled them into one spot.
Oh god.
So again, here's where you're just staying in one spot. And I get you're staying behind the shield, but you can go to the left a little bit more. Like, you can go to the left a little bit more, and you can peek, move in and out of this area and peek. There's even the far right side, and if you play back enough, basically if you played, I can't draw it, but I have a goddamn map. I know I have a map. Where's my map at? Helios. We are on, well. So you're just chilling right here, constant. Yeah, I get that there's this shield. That's good and all. But you can stay over here, rotate to and from here. And you can also chill, like, in this area-ish. because you do have an out like this. And this still gives you enough view this way, and also you get a lot of sight this way. So if someone's coming to flank you, you have plenty of time to run away. For people to engage cross the map, cross midpoint, very rare, so you don't got to worry about that too much. You just got to watch out for flankers trying to dive on you when you're separated from your team a bit. Oops. There we go.
Their Fair Mercy is hiding somewhere.
Probably don't want to be playing that far.
They're coming in with tire.
Fire's hit, it's half, it's one, got it.
Nice. Pulsing Orisa. Lucio's behind.
Here's Lucio.
Got Hawk. Orisa one.
Hold on.
He's to your right now.
Lucio right here behind us. I pulled him, he's one, killed him.
Here you go.
Break that shield.
Also, I heard a tracer to your right. I would alt.
Fuck, I should have pressed Q.
Yep. So once you hear the Pharah and choose that close, it was coming. This is not looking good for your team.
Were we up like 4 minutes?
We got
And that's it. So, one, you are holding your alt for a very long time. There weren't a terrible amount of times to use it. I get it. But you want to use it when your team's like at 50%, 60% hit points, and you can tell, like, it's probably not going to favor you. Right? You want to just keep them up. Too many Zens, well, I guess right now because of the meta, it's pretty obvious when you want to ult because of Hanzo and Zarya. But you have to essentially ult a little bit preemptive. I mean, hell, sometimes a team will use your Zen ult to engage. Because maybe they don't got shielders or something, and they don't want to take the damage from going from the choke point to the other team. Action, I would say you're doing alright. Your accuracy was okay. Positioning... I want to say it was not too safe. What do I want to play? What do I want to say? It was almost too predictable. But it's hard to say just from this video because you were losing so bad on this point, you were actually always on the back foot. Especially that first map. I almost can't even say what your positioning should have been on that one because how much you were getting aggressed on. You just kind of had to deal with it the best way you could. But on well... I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, it was decent positioning. Just look for other safe spots. Switch it up. How do I want to put this? Don't be predictable. Yeah. I'll just say switch up. So, much like Junkrat went on Hanamura Point 2, how I'll stay up in that top rafters. I'll stay up there until they, once they know I'm up there and they want to deal with me, I'm essentially, it's almost like a bait at that point. I'm like, alright, they're going to engage on me, I'm going to back up. So, when someone knows where you're going to be, you either have to use that to your advantage, because they're going to try to do something to take advantage of that spot. Because you're always going to be there. You're being predictable. So you kind of have to take being predictable as an advantage instead of being a disadvantage. The problem is that you weren't doing that. You were being predictable, and you weren't, they kept on surprising you with the Pharah and Lucio rotations. And you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. But it's like, well, you stood in the same place the entire game. They're going to come up with ideas and strategies to destroy you. You have to switch it up. Your right flank was actually rarely used. I think the only thing over there was a Lucio. That was it. The left side, the Pharaoh was there. The Lucio was there as well. They actually didn't attack right flank at all. So I think you could have been okay over there. Also, you could have discorded and landed shots from another angle. Because they were doing the same thing you were with the Orisa shield in the corner. So you kind of either have to go around that or bust through the shield. Only you and the Orisa really look like you're putting damage on it. Yeah. Logistics. Watch. And I always say this, and some guy called me out in my channel. Watch for overuse of charge attacks. So you need to be able to juggle your healing and Discord, especially your Discord. You really weren't doing that to its greatest extent. You can just left click. You can just click someone and get those shots off. You don't always have to be charging. And I'm not saying to charge less. I'm saying to watch out for overuse of it. Everyone says Jonak mainly uses right clicking, but you're not Jonak. That's not who you are. So you have to rely on other things, and one, you have to help your team out a bit more. Jonak, it's that combat medic conception where it's like, oh, if I kill everyone for my team, no one can hurt them, right? Like, all right, I was healing through that way. It's like, yeah, sure, but that's what Jonak does. He puts down so much damage on the other team that he essentially saves his team damage because they're dead. Or they die very quickly. But you're not him. Anytime you try to do a pro strategy, remember, you're not a professional player. So the first thing you should do is well, can we run this? Are we good enough to run that strategy? Everyone's going to say yes, but honestly, the answer is no. So watch out for that. And you need to Discord. You need to keep the pressure on that Pharah up in the air. Your Pharah wasn't doing that good against her. And I don't think you were running a hit scan. You were running Pharah, Mercy, Zen, Orisa, Hog. I don't even know what that sixth player was for you. But if you don't have a hit scan and your Pharah can't take the Pharah battle, you have to do that. In fact, I think you're the only one with a decent projectile to hurt the Pharah. So keep the Discord on her. Again, Mercy plus Discord will boost it by 60%, which takes 120 over. I think it's like 202 damage it'll make it do. So it allows the Pharah to get one shot. They had a Tracer. Okay. Yeah. Information. For the love of fucking God. That Lucio. Punish it. He did the same thing 12 times. He just kept on spinning around and hitting you guys from behind. You could have easily put a couple shots into him and make him go away for a lot longer. You have to play to patterns. And it's Overwatch, most people have patterns, and they're going to keep on doing it. So if you figure it out, you have a great advantage. Any other information mistakes? I don't think so. The first round, you kind of got rolled so hard. It's not really good to take information from that. Any info for the team in general? Let me try to think for the team. I'm trying to think of all the matches. I think you guys were over aggressive. Because on Ruins, you had a point where you could have took mid, but I think a couple of your guys pushed so far forward they got picked off because they dropped back away from everything, and your forward guys pushed into that. So essentially it was like a 2v6, and then they got crushed, and then they killed the rest of your team. I think your Pharaoh is doing it too in this map. You had some guys pushed really far up and they got killed. While you and Orisa were way in the back. It seemed like you guys weren't together. If any tips on noticing audio cues? No, you have to know it. You have to know how to and react to it. Yeah, that's kind of all I got for your team. Also, yeah, your ult. You need to start using this more. Remember, when you feel like your team is losing the battle, or you see multiple people that are hurt in the middle of combat, use it. Obviously, in this meta, again, I said, with the Hanzo Zarya thing, you know when to use your ult. But you have to be preemptive with it. Or reactive. When you're reactive, it's usually reacting to an ult. But if you're not reacting to an ult, usually it's all proactive stuff. Like you're like, alright, 2 or 3 people are low health. As a Zen, I can't heal all these people. I can't kill them all. I have to use my ult. That's kind of all I got for that. That's partially a comms thing? Well, no, it isn't. That's just an Overwatch thing. It's not a comms thing when 2 people dive all the way back here while their other team's over here. This is not a comms deal. And I know everyone believes this to be comms, but you're so far disconnected from your team. What could they say, or what could you say that would save them? Nothing. There is nothing in this conversation that would save their lives. They have to know that they can't press that far forward because you're so far back. There is no information that can be exchanged here to save their life. Outside of don't go there, but that should be known because of how far back you are. No one bites dust.